brain injury can look a lot like the seasons that we experience here in the Okanagan. One injury will present one way, and the next will present a completely different way. But all things have strength and all things have beauty, and the trick is to find a certain support that will help bring those strengths and those natural abilities through. The circle of life is seasons, right? And so if we change our perspective on and take it away from what is good or bad and just call it a season and a cycle, just like winter has its beauty, right?
Mm-hmm.
The beautiful white snowflakes cover the earth as it regenerates. Spring, everything comes alive again. It's rebirth, and that's very similar to how some might see an injury. I've worked with many people over the years where they say that the life path that they were on prior to their injury was not good. They weren't in their true self. Injury happens, rebirth happens. I've worked with many clients that have said the injury saved my life. It gave me an opportunity to have a rebirth and redefine and bloom again with different petals. We truly believe in centering the voices of those most affected because nothing is to be about them without them.
Weight of it all won't get me down. All that has started set free. Wind in my hair, sweet essence of me.
July of 2016, I was moving and I had my stroke.
I'm afraid of I'm from Pasco First State. I was in a tragic car accident. I was 16 in the hospital. I was on life support. I was in my coma for 4 days.
Tree, and sure enough, this is the tree I found, and climbed it, and woke up a month later after my coma. So, fell out of the tree. Waking up, had to relearn walking, talking, everything pretty much. Life. I had to relearn how to eat. Everything.
I've had a total of 14 strokes. And each stroke, I've had to have resuscitate. They get me out of it. And they get me out of it. And I think the last time I had a stroke was 9 years ago. So I've been okay. Kinda. I've been close. You know?
When I had my stroke, my first one, I was 30. And I thought for a while that all of the magic had gone out of my world. I didn't believe in it anymore.
I went through a very transformative time in my life where I was trying to say that person is dead, which kind of is, but
I mean, I blew out the sagittal sinus, so the big vein coming out of the brain. I had an aneurysm first that burst, and people don't usually survive that. And they gave me a 5 to 7 year lifespan, life expectancy.
Yeah, strokes have got they have a lot of stories to know. That can, yeah. So, I think when you see somebody who's had a stroke, like, before I would have like said it's an extension of their age, right? I would have had an idea, but I didn't have a perspective on it. Now, you know, it just has a lot to it, and I lived through it.
Well, a lot of people don't help a lot. They actually don't understand us. They need to listen to people that interview us so they can change, or they never will change. It's like any kind of thing in government. They just worry about themselves. They don't worry about people. So,
But then we have BrainTrust and, you know, these places like that validate your injury. And, you know, like I said, they know your injury before they know you. And if somebody, I love this because this BrainTrust, for an example, when you walk in there, you feel like you're home. You feel there's a sense of home to it because it all evolves around your injury, and you don't have that anywhere else but places like BrainTrust, and they understand. You know, if my words go sideways or if I can't remember something, no, they know why, and you know, and I love it. It helps a lot.
BrainTrust is unbelievable. I've got everything from BrainTrust. Everything I thought of, everything I've done or needed to do, I've done through BrainTrust. And it's really, really nice.
it's good now, but at the start, it was really, really hard.
Yeah.
Like they say, you just get used to it.
Yeah, it's behind me now. I just live with what I've got, and I've got a lot. So, and I'm here, and I'm a miracle. I really am. I'm a miracle.
Proud of myself and keeping it forward. Very
And I was in a place where everything around me and through me and of me was love. And this great big star field opened up. And I knew that every star was a soul, and every soul was connected. So whatever I brought, it was part of the common knowledge.
Well, I'm at a great point in my life where I love the person I am now. I mean, I'm still growing, still a lot of life for me to go. I'm filled with so much love. I just love everything. Like, know what else to say.
It has been a journey, though. And sometimes I just get mad. Sometimes it's so frustrating to feel I have all these gifts and yet I have all these barriers. But I do what I can. And that has to be enough, right?
It's a lifelong journey for me, and it's one that I actually I'm happy to be on because everything's changed for me. Like my whole outlook on life is just different. Yeah.
If there was one thing that I would like to share about what the needs of the brain injury community are, it would be that it's invisible, it's misunderstood, and it is the most chronically underfunded medical emergency that can happen to you. Oftentimes, housing, employment, relationships, pretty much everything that you need to survive in this day and age, in this culture, is taken from you. And oftentimes, supports aren't there waiting. You have to find them. After a brain injury, that's extremely difficult because it's a supercomputer that makes all of that happen. Your brain is the one thing that's not working in the way it used to. All of our clients come from all walks of life. Brain injury doesn't discriminate. It happens to every age, every culture, every socioeconomic background. But one thing remains consistent. They need specific support. They need support that aligns with neurorecovery, that takes their culture and their age and demographics into account, not just pathology, but healing, integrating personality into what that looks like for each person. One of the common phrases in our sector is, when you've seen one brain injury, you've seen just one brain injury. It's like a snowflake. There's not one approach that works for everybody. Understanding, relationship building, and consistent support is the magic. That's the potion.